Okay, so something that is really important to work that everyone seems to overlook. I do the same thing because I'm always rushing. I'm always thinking about doing other things except for flexibility, stretching. So when I get up in the morning, there's a series of stretches that I do. And then before I go to bed, I do the same thing. So that's just an example of ways you can start off your day and finish off your day and work on your flexibility. We're going to talk about several types of stretches that'll really help you with your daily life, which prevent injury and also help you with just normal tasks throughout your day. And you can apply a lot of these to golf if you're playing golf.
This first one is a simple but great stretch that you can do as soon as you get out of bed in the morning and before you get in bed at night. Stand against the wall, toes touching the bottom of the wall and forehead and nose touching the top. Squeeze your butt cheeks together and bring your hips forward, really important. Bend your arms at the elbow and place them against the wall. This will stretch your lats, your shoulders, your back, and even your triceps and a tight chest. This next stretch is also a great stretch to do as soon as you get out of bed in the morning or before you go to bed at night. There are two options. There are many ways to stretch your hamstrings, many different types of stretches. These are just two. We're also going to perform a hip flexor and psoas stretch. Many people mistakenly think they have tight hamstrings when in fact they have tight hip flexors and even tight psoas, which makes sense because many people sit all day. There's also a genetic component. People are built differently. The key to doing this hamstring stretch correctly is not locking out the knees by aiming for the toes. Aim above your toes. It's not that easy, so here we are using a platform. You can just use your bed or even steps in your house. Try different angles to stretch both your legs and back. Okay, so here is the hip flexor and psoas stretch. Really important. Try to keep the knee up at 90 degrees. I have pretty flexible hip flexors, so I'm breaking that 90-degree angle just a bit. Be aware of your position. Start with one knee on the ground and the other knee up at 90 degrees. The key is to keep the upper body upright, keep good form, don't bend over or slouch, and push your hips forward. Next is the child's pose, made popular by yoga. Some people are better at this than others, and it takes practice. We call this next stretch the frog. It's just like the child's pose, but rather than keeping your knee at about shoulder width apart, you open up your knee and legs. Rather than stretching the back, hips, and thighs, you would feel this stretch primarily in your groin, hips, and adductors. This is an especially great stretch for golfers. Here's a modified cobra stretch for the back and hip flexors. Then full cobra, which requires more flexibility. Again, do the best you can do. It takes daily practice.
All right, so let's start off with that, which is called child pose. That's what everybody calls the child pose.
So, and then stretch forward. So not wide, so you don't want your knees too wide. Yeah. And then you're going to stretch forward here. Remember, and I like to turn your palms up. Put your palms up and help you stretch right here. Stretch. There you go. Just like
Oh, that's an excellent one.
That's an excellent one. And then you want to sit back in here so you're a little bit too far forward. So I can help, I can even assist. Push you that way. You feeling that stretch?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then versus what we call the frog, right? We call it the frog stretch, where your knees are wider. It almost looks like the logo, the frog logo, and now come forward.
Put your hands up.
Yeah, so now this is the groin stretch and also the adductors, which are really important also, right? Especially for the swing. Good, hold that like that. And you would hold that for, right, 45 seconds, 60 seconds. Now let's go back into the other stretch where we cross over. We'll do this one. Yeah, there you go. And so the first one is just, you're gonna try to, you don't wanna pull your neck down, but you wanna pull it in the direction of your body towards your knee. So it's just forward, just like that. You feeling that stretch?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great stretch. Then you would hold this one, and now we're gonna cross over. So we shoot that left arm over the knee, just like this. Now we have rotation, we also have stretching. You feel that stretch? I would shoot that elbow over, and then you push this elbow against this knee. Right, so I'll jump in here. So you're gonna push this elbow, shoot this right over, and you just push this elbow against the knee, and then it rotates. So this, I'm pushing with my elbow.
Yeah. You need a little more flexibility to get the elbow.
But that's okay, that's why I'm helping you. So
Yeah.
by standing behind you, I kind of support you, so you can do that, right?
Yeah.
And then we do the other side.
Yeah. No, that'd be good.
This video, I want to learn more about this topic and many more about health, fitness, nutrition.
motivation, inspiration, and wellness strategies, check out my 2 latest books. The first one, The Biomimetic Body. I know, it's a tough name. What was I thinking? Fitness Strategies from the Animal Kingdom and the 16 Elements of Fitness. Biomimetics basically means imitating nature to solve problems. And in this case, I used biology, chemistry, and engineering to solve exercise and nutrition challenges. Or more precisely, I used animals. Some of the 16 animals we discuss are the ant, the frog, the gorilla, the sloth, the octopus, and many more animals. You will learn how, why, when, and where to exercise, and the right exercises just for you. All right, and then my other book, If Inner Fitness, Your Body, the Owner's Manual. The title speaks for itself. Cars come with an owner's manual. Your computer comes with an owner's manual. Just about every product comes with an owner's manual or instruction booklet. Why not our bodies? I wrote the first edition of this book 25 years ago, or more actually. And this is the second edition with over 200 more pages of information about fitness, nutrition, and psychology. If you have a question about fitness, I guarantee you the answer is in this book.